My love of Thailand has always changed. When I first came to Thailand, I feel like I loved the environment. I loved that love that you got from the country, you know? And then I started to love the culture. You see so many different people. You meet so many different people. I remember being in Isan and there was a little lady and she was riding and it started raining and I just was walking to the store around the corner, but it started raining and she was like, oh, you're going to the store? Don't worry, just hop in. You know, and it's like, what if I was a stranger? What if I was gonna do something wrong? But it was just the genuine love that I found here that really made me feel comfortable. Now, of course, every country has its good and its bad. I'm not going to paint it as the Mona Lisa of the world, but it just, for me, gives me so much of what I'm looking for, so much of that flexibility and so much of that warmth and that love. So I'm Tori and
I'm Calvin.
And this is KT World. My dad actually had cancer at that time, maybe about 16 years. So it started off with like rectal cancer and then it moved to the bone and it went to like 4th stage. And I remember getting to a point in my life where I'm watching the food that he's eating killing him. So I started researching all these different countries, what they use to help cleanse and kill the cancer cells. And so I looked at South Africa, the red rooibos clay tea, and then I looked at the Caribbean, then you have the sour sop. So he was doing that, the bladderwhack, the burdock root, the sea moss, so the 102 vitamins and minerals, cut out the sugar, cut out the fat, and within 1 month, his cancer cells went to 0. And I told myself that I don't want to live in a country that's killing me inside. So my dad went into remission, and fortunately he was in remission for quite a few years. And yeah, so I decided I'm gonna come to Thailand. Someone told me about it, and so I came, and I just never left. You know, I've traveled the world. You know, ever since the age of 5, I've gone to Alaska, Hawaii, the Caribbean, South America, you name it, I've gone. And really, Thailand was like the start of my Southeast Asia trip. It was like the hub where I can stay here, but I can still travel to all the different countries that I want to travel. You're closer to Europe. You know, we recently went to Nigeria. So, you know, it's really a great hub where not only is it affordable and you can live what you want to live. You can live the lifestyle that you really truly deserve and you enjoy, but you don't have to sacrifice so many things, you know? So, yeah. Hi, come on in. Oh, how are you?
Good.
Start off here in the kitchen. I always say this is where the magic happens, the real magic, because food is the key to a man's heart, right? If you know, you know. So we do have this beautiful kitchen. It has these great marble countertops, which we absolutely love. And who doesn't like a good glass of wine? So it's really nice because you still have that open kind of house complex feeling. So one of my favorite perks in the kitchen is on this side. So let me just show you, when you're away from home, there's something that you need that always kind of feels like it's missing in the kitchen. So let me show you. Dun, da, 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 an oven. I don't know, I'm a real Southern girl, so I love to get some baked chicken in there. I love a baked mac and cheese. And my favorite part of the house is when you have lots of company, you don't want to wash dishes, right? Well, you thought this was a washer machine. It's actually a dishwasher. So it's really, really nice because we have that great feature here where if we have a party or something, we can just pop all the dishes inside, or we can throw some cookies in the oven. I just was telling her how we were making some biscuits last night. So it's always a good time at our house. So one of the cool features is that we don't have one kitchen, but we actually have 2 kitchens. So babe, you wanna show them? So I'd like to say I'm a jack of all trades, you know? So I owned a cleaning company. I sold, you know, on Amazon, FBA. You know, fortunately, we have a family business back home, so we sell wholesale magazines to incarcerated individuals. And so, yeah, so being back home, what really got me to say, okay, I'm just gonna come to Thailand is I was in the solar industry. So I started solar before solar was even a big thing, you know? And the company that I was with was just one of those companies that if you wanted to grow, you would grow. And I did. I got in it, I thrived, I moved up in the company very quickly. I think I was like 19 with my own department, and I had started it myself. You know, the company had their problems and I found a solution. And so yeah, that is what allowed me to have so much fluidity in my travel, so much fluidity in my life, because solar can take you anywhere. And it brought me here. Alrighty, so here we are in the Thai style kitchen, which we absolutely love. And the cool part about it is that when it's raining and we want the baby to maybe do some sensory play or still kind of get that outdoor environment, we can put him in here. We have a built-in fan, which we absolutely love. And if you're seeing this big machine, you're wondering like, hey, what is that? It's actually so the water pressure gets higher and it goes upstairs and it's super strong. So sometimes in Thai homes, you'll find that it's weak, but if you ever see a home with this DOS, just know your pressure is good. So.
That's my workout road.
He picks things up and puts them down. If you don't know, now you know. So we love it. It has another exhaust fan. You know, some exhaust just kind of keep recircling it. This one will actually push out clean air. So we really love it. It gives us a lot of flexibility. You know, when we're doing like Thanksgiving, you're making some collard greens or something, this is the spot to do it at. So, all right. And we're gonna show you the rest of the house. And here we have this beautiful 4-seat dining area. We really like to keep that gold look. I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of coming to Africa, and I mean, what better way to represent home? So we have this kind of gold feel to it. You'll see the interior details all kind of have that same gold look and appeal to them. All right, so being in Thailand, I feel comfortable. And the reason being is that I've cultivated a nice enough lifestyle for myself and our family that you can see we're enjoying, you know? In America, I lived in Jersey, which you already know is a very expensive state. And like I said before, I was in solar and I did decently, you know? And so that has allowed me the luxuries of being able to be here and enjoy my life, you know? In America, for a 3-bedroom house I had before, it was about $3,000 a month with all my expenses, all my utilities, not my groceries. But being in Thailand for this house and all of my expenses, I'm only spending maybe $1,600. You know, for our rent, maybe $1,400. And then for electric, $100, you know, for water, $5. So at the end of the day, I'm spending significantly less than what I would spend. And back home, I still maintain my same lifestyle, getting my nails done, getting my hair braided. So all of those things add up, especially as a woman of color. We already know it costs to be beautiful. So, you know, being in Thailand, you definitely have a lot more wiggle room. I know I mentioned before we met, we spent a lot of time healing. And I say that because I spent 6 months to a year of just going to the onsen, going to the massage, going to just relax and enjoy my time as an individual first. So that way I was capable and ready to find love when I did, you know? To my favorite spot of the house, which is actually all the photos. And you can see right here, we have some of our family pictures, and every moment we've always captured them as a Polaroid. So we said this is the year that we eat, you know, this is the beginning, our family. So all of those little moments just truly mean so much to us. And you'll see right behind our television area, we have this great surround system entertainment section. So we have some great Polaroids we've taken when family came to visit. We have his mom and him, you know, so a lot of pieces that really just make us feel like at home. And they have this great, beautiful lighting. And honestly, we couldn't ask for anything better. We've looked at tons of homes, and once we saw this one, we just knew this one was the one for us. And you can even see our maternity pictures. I mean, they just kind of bring back so many memories. You know, when we went to Lava and they gave us something because they knew I was pregnant, or our maternity photos, our birthday at Labua, just all of those very favorite moments. This was our very first picture together, you know, so those are the moments that really just mean so much to us. I go, talk Thai. So now we are in the living room section and we have this great big sectional. And if you know Thai homes, they're always so tiny. And I don't blame you. I mean, we're tall. Look at him. Look at me. You know, we're already tall people. So we love to have this great space. This is kind of our son's area. We believe in the Montessori method. So he is a very independent player. Independent person, you know, he spends a lot of his times reading books. He really, really loves to read. So we're teaching him sign language, Spanish, English, Igbo, and Thai. So hopefully by the time he's 3, he'll really understand. And he's speaking so well. So this is our little hangout area for him. He loves it. He'll just go take a seat. He has tons of books. He'll be like, Mama, read, please. So definitely really a great area. You know, it's very hard to find the educational sections and things like that here, but we usually ask my mom to bring most of the things from America. So even like getting some of these poster boards, you'll see they're written in English and in Thai, but it's beneficial for us because we really want to influence, you know, the different languages and encourage the different growth levels there. You know, it's very hard to find authentic love. You know, when people come to Thailand, they get so consumed in the lifestyle, so consumed in just all that you can find here because the plethoras are, you know, there's so much here. And one day we were on Facebook dating and I'm not a big dater, he's not a big dater. We both had left like long-term relationships. And here's our plus one. So we had both left our long-term relationships and we were just found ourselves. We both spent time trying to find ourselves and then we met. So we met on Facebook dating. We had our first 3 dates and we just were inseparable.
Yeah.
We were just inseparable. And I remember the first date that we went on and he's telling me that if you believe in this, it's gonna be a movie. That this is gonna be, you just have to believe. And he just kept saying it, and I just kept looking at him like, okay. And you know, there's a lot of stigma, especially around, you know, dating and men here, you know. So already in my mind, people are like, oh, you know, and I'm like, girl, you're still single, you know, like, please. So we just started dating and we just took off from there. All the things that he told us we were gonna find, all of the moments he said we were gonna share, we've done that. And we just continue to keep building that movie, keep showing up.
Still on the movie.
It's still going.
The movie right now.
And this is a featured artist. You know, it is difficult, I feel like, for most people to come because most people come to Thailand and they just get excited because they've never seen that amount of attention or love wherever they come from. You know, but for us, we've been in this country for a long time. We've experienced the world for a long time. So for us, we enjoy going out, but we'd rather go out together. It's like there's nothing that I say I want to go out by myself. Even if I go to get a pedicure, he's going to get a pedicure too. We're gonna go get our nails done too. We're gonna massage together. So I feel like what has really kept that spark or that amount of love is just loving each other every day, choosing each other every day, knowing that this is my happy place. There's no other place in the world that I'd rather be than here, where I am right now. It's not easy at all. Having my son here in Thailand, you have to find the right doctors. In America, we always get afraid as Black women of maybe they're not used to us. And I feel like that was a little bit of my fear having my son here, but I knew I really didn't want to have him back home. And when I had him, I remember we were going to a hospital for a while. We found a doctor that we liked. And then she was like, oh, actually, I'm only part-time, so I can't do your labor and delivery. And we were like, oh, and we were already like 6 months. So we were really fortunate to have found another hospital and we just fell in love. I remember the first thing he said was, he looked at him and he was like, you're Nigerian. I just went to Nigeria. I love Nigeria so much. So that in that moment just made us feel like at peace. You know, when God aligns all the doorsteps, you know, one door might close, but a bigger one might open. And that's how that felt for me in that moment. It felt like that hospital might not have given us the best experience that we were looking for, but the hospital that we did choose to have, I mean, it blew our mind. Not only was the price so reasonable and realistic, but the experience we had, like, I remember we were supposed to have a natural birth, and we ended up doing a natural birth. And I made it till 6 centimeters at home. And then I was like, I'm not going to the hospital until my doctor is there. And so I knew he came in at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in the car going to the hospital, and I'm 6 centimeters dilated. The doctor comes in, and he's like, okay, we're gonna push. So we go to like 8 centimeters, and at some point in my life, I got into a bad car accident and I lost a lot of my mobility. And it changed my life. So when I was having my son, I remember there was a point that I can feel like if I have him naturally, I won't be able to move my legs anymore, like they'll be paralyzed. So we made the decision that we'll just have an emergency C-section after we were enjoying our time. With laughing gas, but we had the emergency C-section, and I remember next thing you knew, I woke up and I was in our room, and it was the best room I could even ask for. It was, they had a massage chair. Those massage chairs you go and you pay $100 for? We had it. You want a dining room? We had it. 2 bathrooms? We had it. I mean, we just loved it so much. Balconies, space. So for us to recover and for a hospital to tell you, okay, you can spend 5 days here and we're gonna feed you 3 meals a day. We're gonna give you snacks. I mean, he wasn't just feeding me, he's feeding my husband. They're giving me my medicine. His pediatrician came, so we got to meet the pediatrician at the exact same time as we met, all of the other doctors. He was able to have all of his surgeries and everything, like, all for under $5,000. Now you tell me what country I can do that in, what state in America, okay, without insurance. So, it definitely was eye-opening to me. There's not many times that we do get sick, but anytime we do go to the hospital here, it's just very affordable. I told you we had our son, so we met his pediatrician as soon as we gave birth to him. He got his web tongue done and all those things, and she just was the person to walk us through each and every step. So they do have packages here for like vaccinations and that kind of thing. And so that's what we did with our son. So it was really great because maybe we spent like $600, 20,000 baht, something like that at the time. But it's all of the vaccinations that he needed from birth up until 2 years old. So there are a lot of benefits, in my opinion, to have started our family here. Definitely the cost. We went to America and I almost fell out when I found out how much formula was. I was like, oh, $75, $50 for this. And here in Thailand, you might spend $8, you might spend $9 and you get a big can. So it's just much different. It's more affordable, and yeah, it's been smooth sailing for us. Yeah, definitely. So I am the owner of Lush Curls Company. It is a hair care, an all natural organic hair care. And really my focus is healthy hair. So when I came to the country, my hair was just dead. It was dyed, it was falling off in clumps. And I was like, what is going on? And yeah, I remember having a conversation with someone and they just opened my eyes to the possibility of doing things naturally. So I started researching, I left the country, I developed something that I believed in, and it has now gotten me to where I am now today. So we are currently in 3 countries. We're licensed and registered in 3 countries, and Nigeria was just our newest addition. So right now we are getting ready for a big launch. We're gonna be partnering with the Curl Club. They have their own head spa and their very first curly hair salon in Thailand. So that is super exciting. So we'll be partnering with them and doing something really special. So definitely stay tuned for that. And they're on Instagram as the Bangkok Curl Club. And there's a great owner. Her name is Min. She is Thai, so it's her business. And definitely check her out. She's really interested in, learning more about the community and just seeing how she can help us, as she struggles with her own curly hair problems, as well. So yeah, you'll definitely be able to find us in stores soon here, hopefully, and you can definitely find us online as well. So just send us a message. We are getting ready to upgrade. We're in communications with a company in China, and so we have some great things coming out with that. And I just signed an NDA, so I do have 3 other projects that we're getting ready to come out. One will be for a movie. I'll be partnering with a movie about the Democratic Republic public, so the children that are mining the cobalt. So that's a really exciting project that should be coming out next year. And I have a really cool app that's coming out, and it's really going to be helping Africa. So we're doing a lot right now in Africa. So we're really helping people with booking their tours and things like that, and kind of helping you with your itinerary. We're helping people, you know, if you're looking for fish or hair products and that kind of things. If you're looking for, you know, wholesale, you know, we can help you with that, and import, export, that kind of thing. So we have a lot of hands and cookie pots and a really big project happening in America that we're super, super excited on. So just wish us good luck, okay? I told you, we are a juggler of all trades. So just wish us good luck. We have so much things coming out. We also have KT World, which I know I keep saying, but it is our brand. I'm Calvin, I'm Tori, and he's Calvin. So you already know, we post every week, and really we're just showing you guys our life, you know, the lifestyle, not just of a family that met in Thailand, but people that also prioritize our happiness, our love, and independence. So definitely stay tuned. We just did a Nigeria series. We're coming towards the end of our Abuja and going towards Lagos. So definitely a lot of big projects coming. So we appreciate all the support, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Wahala. Wahala.
Wahala no they finish. I look at it infinite. You know, I grew up traveling my whole life, traveling abroad. I mean, most countries I've gone to. So, you know, our son is under 3 and he's gone to 3 continents already. So, you know, we just have so much opportunity. So much opportunity that just constantly falls into our lap, constantly opens up a different door for us. And yeah, being in a different country, you learn that you're limitless. That, you know, when I talk to my mom is retired. She's been retired for a long time, and, you know, she's comfortable in life. And I always say, well, why don't you just leave the country? Why don't you just come to Thailand and enjoy? You know, you're retired, you're at the retirement age. You can just get a retirement visa and just enjoy your life and continue to travel. And it's that mindset of just having fear, you know, being afraid of what would happen if you leave your country, what happens if you leave your family, what happens when your whole world changes and you're in a brand new space and you have to recreate yourself for the very first time. And I feel like when you take that step into doing those things, you grow, you change as a person, you change as an individual, and you realize how much there is in the world for you to do and see.
A lot.
You know, when I first came to Thailand, I used to wear my hair out natural, like in a fro. And I'll never forget walking down the main road. I used to live in a nut, and there was a lady who sold like massage, like the wooden massage things. And she never got any sales. So one day, I just was talking to her because I really wanted to learn the language. I would talk to anyone. I didn't care if you were homeless, if you lived on the bridge. I'm gonna talk to you and we're gonna speak in Thai. And so I'm talking to the lady, and she's just like, chop palm, chop palm, chop palm. I love your hair, I love your hair. And it was like a big fro. And she's like, can I take a picture? And so I let her take a picture. And then I remember a few days later, I had met my friend. And she's like, oh, you let her take a picture? And I was like, yeah, what's wrong with that? She's like, because she's gonna post you on her social media. And I was like, it didn't even occur to me that being in the country, I would feel different, or I would be looked at differently because of what I looked like. And not to say that it was a bad thing. A lot of times it was just an infatuation or a love or an interest, because they don't really see it often. You know, so now I've kind of have seen the country change so much, where everywhere you look, you see people that look like you, and everyone has become so much more open. So yeah, the country has changed and grown so much. I mean, even he's been here, 17 years now?
Years.
And he always tells me, I remember when the BTS stopped at Punawiti. We had to go somewhere else, you know? So it's just so crazy when you think about how much the world has changed, especially like we talk about even the nightlife. Sometimes I go down like Soy 11 and I'm like, oh my God, this Soy 11, is this the same Soy 11 I saw 4 years ago? And, you know, he even says himself, he's like, I remember when this area was so popular and, it, you know, the world has just changed. And, you know, it's growing for the better. Tourism industry has grown so much. There's so many people here, and it's really beautiful to be able to see other people taking the risk in their lives and trying something new, going somewhere new. I feel like all the time we meet somebody and they're like, yeah, it's my first time here, or it's my first time abroad, or it's my first time going to a new country. And it's just so beautiful getting to watch people go through something so similar that we went through at one point in our time. I do. You know, I think that question is different for men versus women, when you've come, when you haven't. But for me personally, I've only had positive experiences. You know, there's only one time that I had an interesting experience, but it was because I was in Isan, and not everyone might not be used to seeing someone that looks like you. But for the most part, I've always been very accepted. A lot of my female friends are Thai, you know, yeah, I've been very accepted, honestly. And once they know that you want to learn Thai, they're going to teach you Thai. Like, if you're a girl and you want to know, don't worry, your friend is going to teach you all the bad words first and then teach you all the good words. So don't worry, as long as you know like your basic things, Mao Mak, you'll be okay. Honestly, I just like to say that I'm a very personable person, and I'm the type of person that when I go to a party, I'm dancing. Whether there's no one else dancing, if the music isn't on, he'll say I can go outside and I'll start dancing. Like, I'm just living in my own world. So I think that Thai people really like that energetic combo. Next thing you know, they'll be like, please get on stage, please dance, you know? So it's just, yeah, people have been really, really warm and open. I feel like when you give them good energy, you're gonna get back good energy. But I'm one of those people that I believe what you give is what you get. So if you go in with the mindset of they might not like me, they might be judging me, they might think about what I look like or how heavy I am, they might be doing those things, but who cares? That's not for you to be concerned about. You know, you just have to have enough confidence and love in yourself to know that it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you. So yeah, you'll have a good time. Yes, you know, it's really nice because I had my son here, and well, we had our son here together. And when I first came, I remember being pregnant, and there weren't many moms that I knew that were kind of going through the same situation or a similar timeline, or even had kids similar age. So it was really nice being able to eventually meet moms that, you know, we have a mom group where we have a few different moms, and they have their boys and their girls, and, you know, we have 2 older ones. So we always come together. We'll do something on a Saturday, or they'll come to our house and we'll have a cookout, or we'll go to their house, and they just had like a pool party the other day. So we're always trying to do things together and just kind of building that same community where it's just that love, peace, and good vibes only. That's it. The food is much different. I'll start with the food. There are lots of options here, don't get me wrong. And the first year when I came, I enjoyed Thai food. I ate Thai food all the time. And yes, everyone always tells you that you can buy food for 60 baht, 30 baht, 90 baht, whatever. But after the first year of you being here, you don't want 30 baht, 60 baht, 90 baht, 120 baht food anymore, okay? If you see our Grab delivery order, it is just jerk BKK chicken wings. Like, it's just like home, you know? So most of the time during the week, we actually cook, but on weekends, we'll go out to eat or something like that. But yeah, the food was a big cultural difference. There's a lot of MSG, which, you know, in America, we don't really like MSG because it causes the chronic migraines. But yeah, I think that was a big difference for me. The language was a little difficult at first because you have the 5 tones in Thai. So it's like ma, 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 you know, like there's 5 tones. One would be like ni, mountain, white, you know, so it's just a little difficult sometimes when you really want to communicate with somebody or you really want to talk to people or make friends at first because no one speaks the same language. Now it's much different because there's groups and there's foreigners and people have come in and out of the country. So you can make friends that speak the same language a lot easier. But for me, when I first came, it was a lot different because not everyone spoke English. So at that time, I enjoyed living in like the Prakanam area because you always saw people start, foreigners and Thais that spoke both English or Thai and whatever else. For us, we have a business in his home country, we have a business in my home country. So honest to God, we're always just gonna keep traveling. That is just the lifestyle that we met living, and that's the lifestyle that we're always gonna continue to live. So this is always gonna be our base because, you know, we have 2 Thai children. So this is their home. We would never be able to take them from their home. We're always going to make time and make space for us to always enjoy the moment where we met, enjoy the moment where we shared all these memories. Even Leo's doctor is here. So, you know, this will always be our safe space. Our countries will always be our safe space. I mean, we were supposed to go to Nigeria for like 2 weeks, and only God could tell you how many weeks we actually stayed. It was like, oh, we'll stay another week. Oh, we'll stay another week. So, you know, any country that we go to, we're gonna always make it feel like home because we're together. That's where home is. Home is where the heart is. So we do have 2 bonus kiddos. They're our kids. You know, they live with us. We spend every day with them. Since we've been together, they've been a part of our lives. So he does have 2 Chai children, but their mom is really cool. She comes over when she wants to spend time with the kids or take them out. So yeah, we're just a cool blended family. It's nice because in our house, we speak so many languages. My first language was Spanish. So I'm teaching the baby Spanish and sign language, and he's teaching the kids Igbo, and we're all trying to, and the kids are teaching us Thai. So it's like all these languages, all these cultures just kind of blending into one melting pot in our house. And it blends really well. I would say my family. Because before I left America, you know, I had my dad back home and my mom and my sister and my nephew, but we have a small family, you know, most of our relatives, they've already gone. So now building this family that I have here, it's my life. I'm a mom, I'm a full-time mom, but I'm a full-time wife, I'm a full-time, you know, businesswoman, I'm a full-time everything. So what's changed for me now is just, hi, handsome. You need a second? You give it a second?
Hi.
You know, my dad unfortunately passed away not too long ago. So now it's just like my mom and my sister and my nephew. So really the great part is that they have the luxury of being able to travel often. So they were here when he was 3 months. We went to visit them in America at 6 months. They came back here when he was a year. So really the beauty for us has been my family has kind of come to us, and we really haven't had to come to it as much. So we've just been really fortunate in that sense where we're just enjoying. We're embracing the family. We're embracing the change. We're embracing the beauty of life. You want to talk? These are the beautiful moments, you know, even no matter how silly he is, these are the beautiful moments. It's the moments that you wake up for in life when you see your son smiling, or before he takes a nap, he'll say, Mama, kiss. Mwah. You know, so Mama, read, please. So those little moments have just meant so much to me in my life, and they continue to keep meaning so much to me because I get to watch him grow and I get to watch him change, and we're growing as people, we're growing as a family. For my advice for the ladies would be, find someone that's been here for a while. You know, I wouldn't recommend finding somebody that just got here on Tuesday, okay? If they told you they got here within under a year, 2 years, they're still having fun. And that's just the reality. And you just have to be honest with yourself and what you're looking for, and honestly just be in a healed space. I feel like in my life, God aligned this door, opened this window for me because I came from a space where I knew what I wanted. I wasn't chasing love. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it. And that's something that I'm gonna cherish forever. So just take your time, really vet the person, and true love will always find you. So just trust in God, because what God has for you, no one can take from you. That part. What would your advice be for couples?
For
Take 3.
For couples in Thailand,
My advice for couples in Thailand, I really don't
Speak
know
to the
what
men. Tell the men. You gotta keep your head up.
Thailand is just so, there's so much temptation out there. You just have to stick with your one, you know? That's all you gotta do. That's it.
Because once you lose one, you will never find another one. Just so you know.
Just one.
Just one. So don't mess up. No pressure. For those of you that ever consider going to Africa or going to the motherland, just do it. I know this is a Thailand video, but we just came home and I'm just appreciating it so much. You can see we were up in Niger, you know, with the green, but yeah, just take the risk. You know, there are many good things, there are many bad parts, and there's so many different countries that you can visit in Africa. So definitely, if you ever have the chance of doing it, do it and enjoy your life. Enjoy what God brings to you. Don't allow others to influence you. Don't get caught up in a lifestyle, and don't try to impress others, because none of those things are gonna help you. They won't feed you, they won't take care of you. So do what works for you and love yourself always.